do if I were you is I would go take another one I learned from Brett. I watched him take a full round of BP one day. We're hitting in BLD small fields like 280. Brett he's a beast. He's still a beast to this day.
Yeah.
And he took 5 swings down the third baseline. By the way, none of these balls went out of the ballpark. 5 swings down the third baseline, 5 swings down like 5-6 shortstop, 5 swings up the middle, 5 swings through second base, 5 swings, pull hard down the line first base, didn't hit a single ball out, and walked out the box. All right, I'm done. I'm like, you're done? Like, yeah, I'm done. I'm like, you didn't need to hit a single ball. Because I didn't want to. He's like, I was focusing on hitting holes. And I was like, working on stuff. Yeah. So literally go out and put cones up and put cones up and just work on hitting holes. But for me, learning how to hit backside is 2 things. One is hitting the inside of the ball and focusing on your top hand. Because typically what happens when I'll do a lefty version of this, when you go left-handed and you go to hit that ball backside, for whatever reason, at least for me, I typically pull my top hand off because it's like a fillet swing. It's a finesse swing. It's not a power swing. Well, what happens is your barrel head will either drop or you'll be late to the ball, and which you end up with those little duck balls that kind of tail.
Yep.
What you want to do is you want to take that top hand and you want to punch that thing, almost like be more dominant on the top hand and punch it over there so that you get a true ball, not that flare ball, and your top hand will help you drive that ball. A buddy of mine who taught me how to stay inside the ball all the time, Curtis Cornett, he's a conference guy too. We call him fillet. He would literally take an inside pitch and hit it into a dugout. Like that kind of approach. Yeah. From there, and I'm like, dude, that's a lot. But once I learned, you got to stay inside the ball to go backside, but you want to have that top hand strong and just pound that thing over there, and you'll get more direct balls going down the third baseline than you get those balls, because you'll hit a beautiful shot, but it'll the last second just run away and go foul.
Right. Yeah.
Because you lost the top hand off there, or you're behind the ball.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna have to.
Tee work.
What's that?
Tee work.
Yeah. I love hitting off the tee.
Yeah, he would tell me, he's like, hey, put that thing, like he would like, all right, typically you start with a tee like somewhere in the middle, off the plate or the middle of the plate or whatever. But he would make that thing, he's like, put it close to you, so close you feel like, you ever seen the swing drills on a fence where you swing at a fence super close and you don't hit? Same thing with a tee. Like, make it uncomfortably close, but then he'd be like, put it behind your back foot. I'm like, why would I do that? He's like, so that you can train yourself to let the ball get behind you and then go, because you have time. What I would do typically, if I was trying to go backside, I'd end up rolling over to the second base because I didn't wait. It's like, I gotta go right now. I gotta go right now.
Yeah.
So much more time. And you realize how fast my hands were, that by doing that, by putting that ball behind you, then it opens your mind to being able to do it. Now, some guys go out front. They'll go out front and get it backside, 18 on. But I found that if I let the ball travel more, I had more time than I realized, and that helped me a lot with discipline and patience at the plate as well.
Yeah. I think what you're saying too about the batting practice stuff is just like it sounds very purposeful. Like
hitting BP with a purpose.
Yeah, it's very easy to just go out and just start smashing the ball, and you feel good because you hit a bunch of bombs, but
doesn't do anything for you in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
You only get 20 home runs. And, I was taught that early on when I started playing upper ball. It's like, hit BP with a purpose.
Yeah.
Make sure you work on all swings. You got to have all those swings. A lot of guys go out there and it's like a glorified home run derby, and they get tournaments and they can't do anything without hitting a home run.
Yeah. I definitely find my batting practice turns into that, especially if I got a good wind. And it just feel good, but I need to be more purposeful in that. So I like that.
So do your work first, and I always do this. I'll take a work round. I'll do all the right things, and then at the end, I'll free up and hit some good ones.
And there you go. Yeah,
good.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite hitting drill, or are those ones that you were sharing? Or
typically, if I'm working on stuff, like for me, it's like, okay, I'll tell my pitcher, I'm gonna go here, or I'm going to go there, or I'm going to go here, and I'll execute that. And it's like, I got to go 5 just to the left of the screen and 5 just to the right of the screen, or I'm going to go 5 down the line, or I'm going to go. And for me, being, I call myself a power hitter. I'm not a base hitter, if you will, but you still have to know how to base hit. But I don't mess with lines.
Okay.
I don't mess with lines. 3 to 8. So from the 3 hole to the 8 hole. So basically your left center gap to your right center gap, live through there. whether you're base hitting or whether you're trying to drive one out. But if you live there, 3 to 8's great. And if you drive it hard and hit a home run, great. If you drive it hard and hit a gap, great. But 3 to 8. And it's just less margin of error. When you're trying to paint a line, super awesome when it happens. You see like grass clipping, beautiful shots, flipping grass all the way to the fence. But that's a very low percentage success swing.
Okay.
So if you stay in the gaps, so that's what I work on gap swings. I just stay in the gap. And then I'll work on like, all right, Smoky Week, unlimited home runs. All right. Well, that's a little bit different BP approach.
Yeah.
People get caught up in that, and they all they want to do when they go to the Smoky is hit home runs, but the approach doesn't change. 3 to 8, just stay right there.
Okay. Yeah. So it sounds like you'll do a round where you're just really working on your placement, kind of calling your shot before you swing, or several in a row, and then you kind of more free swing at the end.
I never free swing in the beginning. I always want to make sure I get my work in. I want to be polished. I want to I want to make sure that if the situation calls for a base hit, that I have the best opportunity of success doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So I got one more question here.